I don't know exactly what's on the field. I'll come down to the... How are we just screaming? Okay, this blitz is really good. Run this blitz a lot because you're going to hum at people. If you're looking to take your game to the next level, make sure you head over to hotroute.tips for full schemes and tips from professional Madden players. Welcome to my Madden 20 full defensive tutorial, the most frustrating coverage defense in all of Madden. Now, this is usually my most sought after video. You guys usually love this video, so I just wanted to say thank you so much in advance for all the kind words and support on this video. You guys always support this video. You guys have been asking for it like crazy this year because of how hard defense is on Madden 20. And obviously you guys trust what I've been doing online. You trust me. You all want help on defense. And today you're going to be getting that. I'm going to be helping you the best that I can. Now, if you are new to the channel, I upload high level gameplays. I'm also, pretty out there at times. I can do some crazy stuff. Literally pulling my hair out lately over this game. And if you're interested in high level gameplays as well as entertaining Madden content, this is the place for you. Consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. I just wanted to ask you guys, we won't do a like goal on this video, but I'll just ask for a like. If this video will help, can you please hit the like button? Now, the comment section on this video always, every year, makes its way to toxic YouTube. People who say, yo, you can't do all the adjustments. Guys, I've been playing Madden competitively for 3 years now. I've been playing professionally this year, and I feel like my resume speaks for itself on what I've done in Madden and how good I feel on this game. I feel like I'm a credible source on YouTube for Madden knowledge. And, if you can vouch for me down in the comment section below, if you've trusted me in, if you've purchased a membership to Hot Route or you've bought my ebooks in the past, whatever it may be, even if my videos just like this have helped, or if you've played me online, let me know. There are a few of you guys who have. Just let me know in the comment section, what you think about, my credibility for anybody who's just getting to this channel. Now, the great thing about today is we're in New York Jets playbook first off, the best defensive playbook in the game. It's not even close. We're going to be out of big time 146, and you can watch me run this in any gameplay that I have on my channel, any gameplay. Now, that scheme is from hotroute.tips. It's my full scheme. I hold nothing back there. Everything I know went into that scheme. Blowing up runs for 5-yard losses and guaranteed forced fumbles if they run inside zone. The best blitz against max protect or really any protection in the game, and then the best coverage defense in the game with all my coverage adjustments against meta formations. It's all on hotroute.tips for members over there. That's exclusive. But today I'm going to give you my secondary play that I run, which is cover 3 sky. 428 play calls, 5.5 average yards allowed. That's really good in Madden 20. Not to toot my own, that is really good. 5 yards a play allowed, that's really good this year. And today we're going to be giving you guys that. If you want the full scheme again, it's out of the same exact formation. So you're going to be prepared. You practice this and you want to, level up a little bit. It's going to be out of the same thing that we're practicing today. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, I just run on this. It's big time 146. If you're in I form or you're in strong, I'm never coming out in big dime. I'm coming out in 4-4 split. I'm coming out in 3-4 bear. I might come out in nickel normal even, but I'm never coming out in big dime against that. If you're in shotgun, I'm coming out in big dime, and you will not be able to run the ball on me in my full scheme. You won't. This one, a little bit easier, but the sheds are really good, and I'll teach you how to shoot the gap right now. So I'm going to come out and cover. Actually, let's go through our personnel first. Not get way too ahead of ourselves. Click right bumper when you're on the formation. First off, linebackers. Great thing about this formation, you can sub in safeties to linebacker. I'm going to be using this right middle linebacker, so I have Jaleel Aday at this position. You want someone with good speed, good athleticism, good height, just a good user right here, okay? In Mutt, I use Ken Houston at this position. Now, the other middle linebacker, you want a good overall middle linebacker. Nothing in particular he needs to do well. McKinney will be fine in regs right here. Then this 3-man front right here, it's actually, 1 down lineman and 2 outside linebackers. We're treating it like a 3 defensive lineman set. Whether you want outside linebackers, DNs, or D tackles, it doesn't matter. They just need to be your 3 best pass rushers. For the Texans, in this case, it's Clowney, Watt, and Merciless. In Mutt, I use LT, Vaughn, and John Randall. I max my credit card out to get my team. I may not have much money to my name, but I have good pass rushers. And at the end of the night, when I go to sleep, that's what matters. That is where my value is in life. Have you seen my bank account balance? Yeah, it's low. It's near 0. But have you seen my Mutt pass rushers? Now, as for the slot corners, you want your 2 best corners at these positions. I go Jalen Ramsey, Stephon Gilmore, good high-speed, high-man coverage guys. I man those positions up a lot, okay? We're playing hybrid defense, zone and man. Man takes away the zone beating routes, zone takes away the man beating routes. That's how to play defense this year. Then the last 4 spots, I want good speed, hit power, zone coverage. I have Darius Slay, Harrison Smith, Earl Thomas, and Mel Blount in that order. I just told you my whole Mutt team, how I've built the perfect Mutt defense. There are budget guys you can go get. On a budget, you can still build a good D. And in regs, get a team with good pass rushers. That's the key. So you have to have a good pass rusher if you're in regs. So the Texans are a good team in regs. Now, quick audibles. Click left trigger. These are your quick audibles at the line if you didn't know how to do that. We're going to set X as cover 4 drop. We're going to set Y as cover 1 robber. Actually, really underrated coverage. Love cover 1 robber. I cover that in the ebook. Left bumper, Tampa 2. We'll go over that a little bit today. And then right bumper is cover 3 sky. We'll just leave that. We'll call cover 3 sky first. Now, on offense, I'm going to come out in Y trips halfback weak, and I'm going to call it with the trips on the left side of the field. Now, if they are in a running down, I set up the blitz first off, where I bring this slot corner in and I contain him. I'll go over that in a bit. But if you think they're going to run, take the left middle linebacker, and you're going to need to shoot this gap by looping around right here and blowing up this inside zone. That's the best way to do it, by looping around and getting there with McKinney. Now, right there, I'm not quite able to get there. I actually don't have much speed with McKinney. If I had someone faster, like, an 86 speed Ryan Shazier in Mutt, that's really going to be able to loop around. However, in this situation, just to, shoot this gap, if I get a little bit of a head start with more speed, there we go. And I missed a hit stick because I'm terrible. But that's how you shoot the gap. You're going to have to use the opposite side halfback. But just to show you, you can still blow up the run. If it's in a running down, you really think they're going to run? You can do that out of this. Again, my full scheme, I just blow it up for a 5-yard loss. You can't do anything about it. You're fumbling the ball. The sheds are also really good, though. Normally, your team's going to bail you out. But most cases, we're going to be using on a day right here, okay? This is going to be our user. So, like we said, cover 3, normal shell. Things to keep in mind defensively on Madden this year. Crossers, corners, still really good. Ways to stop crossers and corners. You need to get good pressure on the QB before they get open. So you're going to have to send a lot of people, or you need to man up the correct routes. Today, we're going to go over how I play a hybrid zone and man defense while still sending some good pressure at a QB. Such good pressure that I'll even show you. If my opponent calls play action, watch how much this screams. Look at this just scream off the edge. You're not blocking it if you're in play action. I'm only sending 4 people right there against 7 people protected. Play action, not getting blocked there. Again, use ring a day. I'll teach you, walk you through a little bit of this defense. So first off, cover 3. We're calling cover 3. What's really vulnerable about cover 3 this year? The seams. Very vulnerable. In this situation, the seam I need to worry about is the left side, right where right bumper is. If they ran 4 verts, for instance, something that looks like this, and I had, my standard situation where I like to run clouds, I'll go over that in a bit, not getting way too ahead of myself, but just showing the coverage. If I'm on offense, I can essentially just throw up the seam right at Renfro and possession catch it right in there. Seams super, super vulnerable in cover 3. So what I want to do to defend those seams, as well as I can still defend crossers and corners, is by manning up whoever's going up the seam. So my first adjustment I'm making when I come out on defense is, well, we'll go over this. It's the second adjustment. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to bring in Body Calhoun, however you pronounce his name, to right here, right next to the outside linebacker, and then I'm going to QB contain. Left bumper, right bumper, okay? Puts him on a QB contain. When he's on the contain, your blitz is going to be good. Promise. Now, I'm going to man up my slot corner on the left on right bumper. That's going to take away the seam. It's going to take away pretty much whatever route he's on because man coverage is so good this year. The way to do it without clicking all the way over to Colvin and manning him up, like I can click over, one sec. I can click over and man him up just like that, okay? Pretty simple. However, put him back on his curl flat. The way to man it up simply, and I'll show you how quick it is, without even leaving a day, is just that. Wasn't that quick? I did it in like a half second. What you're going to do is click Y to adjust your DBs. That's coverage adjustments. You click Y again because that adjusts your secondary. Then you're going to click Y for his icon. It's Y 3 times straight. Up on the right stick, you can see all these things you can do with him. I could put him in a seam flat if I want to do or a hard flat. I'm going to man coverage him up on the right stick. And then I want that on right bumper, which is Hunter Renfro. Notice now he's in man coverage with Hunter Renfro. What I need to do now, at least if I want to play safe defense, is put a zone on the left that takes away the flat. So what we're going to do is put our inside linebacker McKinney, the left one, into a curl flat. I'm going to do the exact same thing here except for adjusting linebackers. That's the right Dpad twice. Adjust linebackers individually. I'm going to click Y because he's Y. And then right on the left stick puts a curl flat out there. So now I have curl flats on the field. Now, this is a common setup people are running this year. However, what I would say is I prefer cloud flats on the field. Cloud flats are the baby blue zones that are in Tampa 2. And you can do that by playing underneath coverage, Y down on the right stick, and then Y up on the right stick to play over top. So you play underneath and over top, and it creates cloud flats. Cloud flats are still really good this year, in terms of how good zones are. They're fine. And I prefer clouds. Some people do prefer seams. But I also play the occasional hard flat. The way you do that is, you just don't play over top. You just click Y down on the right stick. It's going to play underneath. You play hard flats. That plays down to line of scrimmage. 3rd and 1, you got to be playing hard flats. You're not giving up that first down freely. You're not going to let them throw underneath it. Your opponent's checking down a lot on first down, or you just want to catch your opponent off guard. Because again, I said the keys to the game this year: sending random pressure, playing random zones, mixing up your coverage shell, making everything look the same. And then, mixing in, man coverage with our zone coverage like we are here with this hybrid defense. I can mix in a hard flat and just use her over top of it. And, I'm going to give up stuff. We're always going to give up stuff. I average 5.5 yards per play against me in this defense. However, I'm also averaging almost 2 takeaways per game in Online Mutt. And we're playing against Bazooka Joey. We're not playing against Young Kiv or Skimbo, people who I've played plenty. We're playing against, somebody online who does not do this for a living. They're going to make a bad read. They're going to throw at your user the middle of the field with a day, and take away as many routes as you can. And for instance, if they were in 4 verts right here, a great example of me using, I actually have the defense set up right now. The last thing I'd do would be, a couple last things, is I'd click Y, and you can shade coverage, the man coverage. I prefer to shade inside. That's going to stop a crossing route. It's left on the right stick. If I want to shade outside, you could do that as well, but this only adjusts your man coverage. So it's only adjusting how that slot corner on the left is going to play. Then I like to pass commit. Left bumper up on the right stick. Doesn't hurt the run game at all. Not even sure if it hurts the pass game. It just makes your rushers go after the QB more if there's play action. So here's the defense. Say, and I know they're in 4 verts, but I just want to show you how I'd lurk it, and I'll try my best with 2 controllers, is I'd sit in this gap with the day to try to help out our pass D. And what I do is act like I'm taking A, right bumper, I'm back to A. We actually just screamed at him. If this blitz isn't showing how good this blitz is, it's not even coverage defense at this point. You're screaming at people. Do the same setup. There, it's all set up. So it didn't take very long. I even screwed that up big time too. And I'm just gonna put Body Calhoun on the running back just so we get a little bit of time. And I just want to show how I would lurk the tight end into trying to throw, make you throw. I'm gonna get off him for a second, come back the best I can. Now lurking this year's hard. Look at how we're getting no pressure. When I do this for a video, we get none, of course. Only blocking 5. What? Oh my gosh, the difference between, the first pass rush we got and then that one. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm trying to bait you into throwing routes. I want to make people's eyes, trick them a little bit. Whether that be, say they're in stick. I'm not calling the exact defense here. Just more stock cover 3 right here. But, I don't know exactly what's on the field. I'll come down to the... How are we just screaming? Okay, this blitz is really good. Run this blitz a lot because you're going to hum at people. I'm using the middle of the field, and I'm trying to take away multiple routes at once. I'm trying to take away high to low or low to high. Generally, I want to give up the low route and take away the high one, but sometimes people like to be safe. They like to throw underneath. I'll come back and, take the drag occasionally and, risk giving up a bigger play, but, it's a better chance of me getting a lurk for, for turnover. So, anyway, like we said, this setup, again, pretty simple. You just bring in Calhoun, contain, you're manning up. You're putting the cloud on the whoa, oops, it's a right bumper on the left. I'd man it up on the halfback. I'd man it up on a Y. And yeah, you're putting the clouds on both sides. So pretty simple. It could take a little bit of getting used to. The simpler setup, I'd say, would be to come out and cover 3 and audible to Tampa 2. And then what you can do is just man up both of your guys that are in the slots. So same thing, it's just simpler. You're not going to have to worry about putting the clouds out there. You already have clouds on the left and right side. Is man up Colvin and man up Body Calhoun. So you can do that same way, YY, then Y, up on the right stick, right bumper, YY, A, up on the right stick, and say we just want to go on B, and then we'll shade inside, Y, left on the right stick. That's our coverage shell now. I can even put McKinney in a deep blue by clicking on him and just clicking up on the A, up on the left stick, or I can do my quick adjustment, right Dpad twice, Y, up on the left stick, okay? And then it looks like we're sending heat. Just like before, it looks like we're sending heat, but what do you know? We're in cover 2 now, and I just need to take away this in route right here, that dig, and we did, and we're able to get some pressure, only sending 3 at 7 people blocked right there. So really good defense, and it looked the exact same. I can flip to cover 4 here and play clouds, Y down on the right stick, Y up on the right stick, and it looks the exact same. Good thing about cover 4 too, you can press cover 4 and be fine. Same with Tampa 2. Cover 3 you can't. I'll teach you in just a sec how to press cover 3 though. But just a simple coverage like this, and then I can man up my linebacker on the tight end. Right on the D-pad twice, Y, up on the right stick, A. I can take away the tight end that way. So now my only worry is to use her up the seam at this right bumper and just make sure he doesn't get open. I just got to take away both those 2 routes because we didn't get in as quickly as we want to. Still got pretty good pressure, but I've got to take away 2 routes with 1 user. Usually that's not that bad. You know, if I'm pinned that close within 10 yards, it's a pretty much a guessing game. You're pretty much 50-50 guessing. You can't make an accurate read of that. So say I wanted to press my cover 3. This is something that's, you know, if you didn't want to, it's okay. But say you wanted to press and play a little bit more aggressive defense. What you need to do is Y down on the left stick that presses like we have right now. I've moved in the contain, and now these thirds will get beat. So what we need to do is put in outside quarters, which means essentially you're playing cover 3 with cover 4 on the outside. So it's cover 4, cover 3, cover 4. And outside quarters is essentially a cover 4 zone. So we're going to click YY. X is the DB on the left side. X, and then left on the right stick for an outside quarter, as you see there. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. See how quickly that is? It doesn't take much. It doesn't take long. Once you learn this, you get the muscle memory down. It doesn't take long. That's 4 buttons right there. YYB left on the right stick. And usually it's such muscle memory, I don't even know what the actual prompts are. I can just do it. Like again, like right here, if I wanted to just show you setting up the defense right here, and I'll do it without even looking. It'd be something like this. There we go. Yeah, exact defense that we wanted. We manned up the slot on the right bumper. We have both quarters. We flatted the inside linebacker on the left side, and then we played clouds. I actually thought I already had contains out there, so I didn't contain yet. There we go, left bumper, right bumper. Just shows how much, you know, you can improve at Madden. I wasn't able to quick adjust as of 2 years ago, and look at, you know, I can do it relatively easily. And, you know, again, we're gonna scream at any PA, which is great. That's why I love this blitz. I love it so much. But basically, going over again, cover 3, very vulnerable up the seams. You need to take away the seams. If your opponent's beating you on a corner route, man that up and shade it to the outside. Say there was a corner route from right bumper, which I know for a fact against Y trips there isn't, but let's say there was. We're gonna man up that corner on right bumper and then shade outside Y and right on the right stick. You even saw that corner move just a bit, and that's gonna bag a corner route. If I want to bag a crosser, Y and left on the right stick, that plays inside. You saw him move again. Then again, I need to set up the rest of my defense like that, bring in my blitzer, contain him. Contain blitzers are really good this year. And then I like to hover in this gap like usual. We'll just go against 4 verts or something and bump this route and come down on Y the best I can because I don't want them to check down freely either. But, you know, overall, user that inside. Take away those seams and start messing with playing a hybrid coverage of zone and man coverage. Follow the prompts down below. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I try my best to respond to every comment. And if you know what you're doing, if you're an advanced Madden player, please help people down in the comment section the best you can as well. Again, my full scheme of what I think's the best splits in the game, along with the best run defense against shotgun runs in the game, is over on hotroute.tips. Definitely go check that out. $14.99, you get access to all the schemes, Panthers defense, Jets defense, and then West Coast offense. They're all over on Hot Route. We have plenty more coming throughout the year. Definitely go check that out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video, and if you are new and you like what you see, consider hitting the subscribe button. And also, I'm uploading a gameplay with this, so you can go check that out. It'll be linked at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.